need to ask an additional question, please raise your hand, and one of the runners will come and give you an index card and a pencil. As moderator, I will do my very best to ask as many questions as time will allow, and reserve the right to edit as necessary without changing the intent of the question. That's kind of my prerogative as moderator. Additionally, the Azusa Chamber of Commerce does not allow or condone verbal or any other type of demonstrations for or against any of the candidates. We'd like to maintain a professional decorum at all possible. Banners, signs, and flyers are not allowed. We also ask that all your pagers, cell phones, or any sounding electronic devices be turned off or set in a stun mode. So if you keel over, we'll know what happened to you. No, thank you for your cooperation. Tonight's forum, the intent of tonight's forum is to introduce all the city council candidates as well as the mayoral candidates to the community and to hear from each of them of their goals and plans for this city. Once elected or re-elected, the sworn-in council members will serve a 4-year term and the sworn-in mayor will serve a 2-year term. The seating order of opening statements has been predetermined by alphabetical name designation, which were explained to the candidates in previous correspondence as well as at the start of the forum. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes for an opening statement after I introduce them. A 2-minute response will be allowed for each question. Candidates will be allowed 2 minutes for a closing statement. If a question is not directed to a specific candidate, all candidates will have an opportunity to respond in rotating order. The timekeeper, Rona Lundy, will notify the candidates of their time available by holding up 30 seconds and then the proverbial stop. As moderator, I will stop you at that appropriate time. I will say thank you, at which point you will not be allowed to continue unless you're finishing a sentence. So please finish your sentence. It's kind of awkward if you just stop and you kind of just cut it there. Failure to comply with the strict time frame of this format will result in possible disqualification. I've never seen that happen, but we need to say that from tonight's City Council Candidates Forum. Thank you for cooperating with that. I would like to welcome each of you to tonight's Candidates Forum and say thank you for responding to our invitation and for participating with us. We trust these next 2 hours will provide you with an opportunity to express your vision, your ideas, and goals on how you will serve the citizens and business community of this great city. I will introduce the candidates in alphabetical order. However, before I proceed, I have to tell you that we had a call about 20 minutes ago from Joe Rocha's wife. I guess one of his children is ill, and Joe is taking his stepchild to the hospital. So our thoughts and prayers are with the family. So I just wanted to mention that, okay? So in alphabetical order, I'm going to introduce the candidates. They were asked to provide a bio. I will read that now. Mr. Alveraz, I'm going to read yours first. I'm running for City Council because I care about the present and future of Azusa. I am a lifelong resident of Azusa. I'm a graduate of Bishop Amat High School and received a BS degree in accounting from Cal Poly University. I worked in the field of auditing for 12 years and currently employed as an excise tax auditor with the federal government's Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, as well as sole proprietor of an income tax preparation business. It was instilled in our family at a young age to become involved in the community in which we live. My father, also a lifelong resident, was very active in Azusa. He was the first Hispanic police officer to serve the city of Azusa. He was also past commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Disabled American Veterans, and also served as a past Grand Knight for the Knights of Columbus. I currently serve in the U.S. Navy Reserves and have over 13 years of military service. I was recalled to active duty after the attacks on 9/11 and faithfully served my country against the war on terrorism. I served as a past Grand Knight for the Knights of Columbus and currently serve as the Vice President for the Azusa Youth Program. I've been active in these groups for over 12 years. My objective is to work towards a more cohesive City Council so that together we can set attainable short and long-term goals. I would like to bring responsible growth and development to the city and bring businesses to Azusa that residents desire, that the city needs. As an auditor for 12 years, I've held others accountable. And now it is time that city leaders are held accountable. Fiscal responsibility is a must. We need to manage city monies wisely and be careful of unnecessary spending. I will work towards sustained funding for our youth programs, and I believe vehemently supporting our senior citizens. I will always remember that I am your public servant working for all citizens of Azusa.